Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Tech Gadgets in Action. Today we'll be taking a look at a new accessory for the Wyze Cam V3, the add-on Wyze Cam Spotlight kit. If you're new to the channel and love tech as much as I do, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and bell notification to stay up to date every time we bring you a new video. With that said, let's get started. Here we have the Wyze Cam Spotlight kit. It retails for $9.99 directly from Wyze. Let's go ahead and have a quick look at the box. Looking towards the back, it shows us the contents inside and states that it will only work with the V3. Let's go ahead and start the unboxing. The box itself is very small and has very minimal packaging. Up top we have the spotlight itself. And on the bottom of the spotlight is a 3M adhesive strip. The only other item in the box is the 3-way connector cable. The cable itself is pretty short. We can see it is labeled on one end to connect to the spotlight and on the other end to the camera. And lastly, we have the port to connect our original power cable. So let's go ahead and connect everything together. As soon as the unit gets power, we can see that the light comes on. Mounting the spotlight to the camera is fairly simple. Simply remove the 3M adhesive protective sticker and slide the spotlight from the front of the camera and press it down firmly. One thing I wasn't a big fan of was the mess of cables in the back of the camera. It sort of takes away from the clean look when mounted. With everything else set up, let's go ahead and take a look at the app. The first thing you might need to do is make sure that your camera is on the latest firmware, as well as your Wyze app being updated to the latest version. In my case, I had to do both. Let's start by tapping on our camera. And here you will see a new icon for the spotlight. You can simply tap it to turn it on. And tap again to turn it off. Next, on the top right, there's the gear icon. Let's tap on it to go into settings. Here on the list we can see accessories, and from here we can tap spotlight. We have several options for the spotlight that we can adjust from here. We have two brightness settings, a low and a high. The low is meant for indoor use and the high is meant for outdoor use. Underneath we have the option to turn on the spotlight when it is dark. Think of this as the same as the auto setting when we turn on the IR lights. We have two more sub options. The first is to keep the spotlight on at all times as long as the camera considers the area to be dark. The second will trigger the light on when it senses motion. Once again, the camera needs to consider the area dark in order for it to trigger. Alright guys, so let's go ahead, turn off the lights and see exactly how bright it is. We can once again use the app to manually turn it on and turn it off. What you're looking at right now is the high brightness setting. You will notice that it's not very bright. It's almost like the brightness that you get from your cell phone's flashlight. But I believe this is by design. It's not meant to light up the area like a floodlight would, but rather just provide enough light for the camera's night vision to do what it does best. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the footage outdoors. Because in this situation there is already sufficient light for the night vision to work, you cannot keep the light always on or even with the motion detection because it doesn't need it. I will manually turn it on to show you the difference that it makes. Here it is with the spotlight turned on. It certainly makes the image much brighter, but also draws a lot of attention towards the camera. If you're using the camera in an area that gets a decent amount of light for the night vision to work properly, then I would not recommend getting the spotlight. In the next clip, however, I will show you how big of a difference it can actually make when you're in an area that doesn't have sufficient lighting. Looking at the indoor footage here, as soon as the lights are turned off, it gets pitch dark, and the lights from the spotlight automatically turn on, and the small amount of light that it does provide lights up the room entirely for the V3's night vision. Just to give you an idea, this is how dark the room is without any lighting. And here it is, once again, with the light from the Spotlight. Alright guys, to sum it up, I think the Spotlight is great for anyone that wants to make the most of the night vision, but doesn't have enough light for it to work properly. The color night vision on the V3 is one of its best features in my opinion. I have a full review of the Wyze Cam V3 on my channel. If you haven't already seen that, please be sure to check it out. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Your help is always appreciated and goes a long way. If you aren't already subscribed, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and bell notification to keep up to date every time we put out a new video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.